I will begin this video by showing you what happened in 2023. Because what I'm going to show you now, it will aid you into understanding the full details of today's video session. You know, whenever Nnamdi Kanu speaks, many people take him for granted. Nnamdi Kanu warned us, even before he was arrested, that Tinubu is dangerous. But many failed to believe him. Now, you won't imagine what Tinubu has just done today. In short, what Tinubu has done has shocked me. There is a video of Nnamdi Kanu I'm going to be showing you before showing you what Tinubu actually did. But before then, let me read out what happened in 2023. Because this particular video session, I'll be taking everything step by step in order to carry everyone along and in order for you listening to me to understand. Because you have to follow this step by step in order to see and know what Tinubu did. Because this particular Tinubu that we are talking about today, this man is something else. What Tinubu is actually doing is something that even Nnamdi Kanu himself, even if he hears this in detention, he's going to spark. In 2023, the FBI announced its decision to release the president's record, which numbered approximately 2,500 pages, in batches of 500 pages per month. However, an objection by the Nigerian leader stalled the case. MS Howell said the FBI and other agencies, except the CIA, were hesitant to release Mr. Tinubu's files, but admitted that all joint status filings show the agencies complied with Freedom of Information inquiries and released all documents they deemed relevant to whether Mr. Tinubu was once a subject of their investigation. She, however, expanded the scope of records that should be released, extending it to information beyond Mr. Tinubu's forfeiture of $460,000 in a drug trafficking scandal in the 1990s that tainted his 2023 election. As we all know, this man called Tinubu is a drug lord, and what he has actually done today, even Nnamdi Kanu, wherever he is, when he's been told, he will spark seriously. Because this particular man is using our head. Without wasting much of a time, watch this video and listen to what Nnamdi Kanu said. And after listening to this video of what Nnamdi Kanu said in this particular session, I'm going to be showing you what Tinubu has actually done to cover some secrets.
There are people who are, what I call, I won't use too much grammar because a lot of people are watching, mothers are watching, grandmothers are watching in the villages. People who out of cowardice and self-hate think that Nigeria somehow can be won. But all of you know that Nigeria is an Islamic country. I'm sure you're aware of that. All of you also understand the intentions of the Fulani. Oh, if you want the presidency, you have to work for it. Tinubu, you must work for it. How is Tinubu working for it? You must condemn anybody who comes out to speak against our people in your forest. That is what they are doing. Some of you don't understand it, but we do. Some of you do not understand what is happening, but we do. And that is why we are here to tell you. The real terrorists in Asarok, they have dropped them. And now presidency is telling you, you cannot touch them. But these are people killing people in Yoruba forest. No, you cannot touch them. A whole presidency. To tell you that every Fulani man is in on this. Their foot soldiers are Miyetti Allah. Have you all forgotten that they gave Miyetti Allah 100 billion? Have you all forgotten? No, typical Nigeria, nigger. Have you all forgotten? So you've forgotten that this so-called presidency, Garba Shehu, gave Miyetti Allah 100 billion to come down to the south to give peanuts to useless monarchs and traditional rulers, so that our forests can be taken. Have you all forgotten? Oh, you have. Of course, you're in the zoo. You've forgotten. Did they give 100 billion to any other organization? Did Asorok give 100 billion to any other group? Why would a government give 100 billion to a bunch of terrorists and openly claim that they are stakeholders in the government. That is why government can come out openly without shame to support terrorists in Yoruba forests. Let them come to our land and they will see. They say that all the government of Ondo State and others must draw a boundary. Where who are the bandits and who are the law-abiding? How can we know? As I'm going there, my phone, when your man all the lizards, all the now lizard, their stomach is almost on the floor. So we don't know which one has belly ache. How do we know?
So after the FBI threatened to release Tinubu's drug secrets, he went ahead to bring a lawyer that would defend him in Chicago. This very Tinubu, he wasn't qualified. He wasn't even qualified to contest in the 2023 election. And when Nnamdi Kanu was sounding this as a note of warning to many people took it for granted. And I'm going to be showing you the full details of what this man actually did. Because what Tinubu did is something that if he was a kid, you would have given him a big slap. You are a drug baron. Everyone knows it. And you are trying to hide it. Why are you hiding the truth? Why? Now you have employed a lawyer to defend you in Chicago so that the FBI will not release your drug records to the public in Nigeria. The reports from People's Gazette today says Bola Tinubu's US lawyer Oluwole Afolabi gets court permission to appear in FBI records case. And I'm going to be reading out the full details of this particular news from People's Gazette. Oluwole Afolabi, a US-based senior advocate of Nigerian descent, has obtained approval to represent President Bola Tinubu and argue against the release of his FBI records in the US District Courts for the District of Columbia in Washington, D.C. You can imagine what Tinubu is doing. He has now secured Afolabi to fight against the FBI releasing his records to the public. Let's continue. Judge Beryl Howell on July 9 okayed Mr. Afolabi's request to defend the Nigerian leader in a matter about the release of his records with the FBI, Drug Enforcement Administration, and CIA. The president, who has fiercely opposed efforts to release his records, hired Mr. Afolabi on his legal team. The Nigerian lawyer was no stranger to Mr. Tinubu's legal woes, given that he represented the president during the Chicago State University certificate forgery scandal back in 2023. Well, from the records, Afolabi is a culprit with Tinubu because both of them keep on looking for ways to deceive Nigerians. This was one of the warnings Nnamdi Kanu gave, but many ignored it. Let's continue. The application for him to appear pro-hack vice was sponsored by Brian Carey, another lawyer on the Tinubu team who is based in DC. The application was filed on July 2nd and approved on July 7th. Oluwole Olawale Afolabi may enter an appearance pro-hack vice for the purpose of representing the intervenor in this matter, Judge Beryl A. Howell said on July 7th, 2025. Pro-hack vice means that although Mr. Afolabi was not admitted to practice law in Washington, D.C., he would be allowed to defend the Nigerian president only in this case. The parties are expected to file a joint status report on the matter by August 7th. You can imagine that while Nnamdi Kanu's case has been adjourned by 3 months, which is to October, Tinubu is busy fighting his drug case and his drug records from being exposed to the public. You can imagine the situation we find ourselves in this very country, and you can imagine what Tinubu is actually doing, who claims he's the president. Well, at this point in time, I'm going to be allowing you guys to tell me what you feel about this in the comment section below. Do well to like this video, share this video, and hit the subscribe button below for more trending updates.